It's the Virgo sector of your chart that is ready for a revamp. August 27th brings us a new moon in Virgo. This is happening at 4 degrees Virgo in 3 minutes. And yeah, a new moon is basically a double emphasis. We have both luminaries in one sign and therefore in one sector of your chart, bringing a sense of renewal to this area of your life. So not only do you have the sun moving through this area of your chart, now we've got the moon. There's something where we need to re-energize this area of our chart. We need to reconfigure our relationship with this area. We need to bring new life into it. This area of our life is commanding our focus. So as we talked about in our Virgo season video, this is often a season of organization, of efficiency, of finding a new system to operate within. But you want to see, to personalize this, where Virgo is in your chart and where we're sort of attuned to do that for ourselves. If you have planets in Virgo, this could be an even bigger deal. If this new moon is creating an aspect to any of your planets, this could be an even bigger deal. So pay attention. But I do like this new moon for a couple of reasons. It's sort of re-emphasizing some of the themes that I also introduced to us this week that we're going to be working with for the coming months. So on one hand, this new moon is ruled by Mercury in Libra. Again, we're going to be spending 2 months with Mercury in Libra. Mercury is headed into an opposition with Jupiter. So we're being introduced to this big picture, big thinking, positive, optimistic, but also big debate energy. So there's something about making it big and making it beautiful that is channeling and funneling into this Virgo new moon. So whatever we're revamping, this aspect is asking us to put some bling on it, basically. This new moon at 4 degrees Gemini Virgo is in a square to Mars at 4 degrees Gemini. This is an exact square. So this adds a little pizzazz to our new moon. Mars can make us feel a little feisty. It's energizing, but it's a square. It's a little uncomfortable. Maybe there's something that we're feeling kind of irritable about. Virgo is one of those signs that notices every little thing that's out of place, every little hair out of place, and it will bother them until something is done with it. So Mars can bring in sort of an irritable energy to this. It can, Mars squaring in a mercurial sign, there can be an argument of some kind. Maybe it gets something done. It's a new moon. It finishes something up and it starts something new. But either way, there will be some desire to differentiate Mars and Gemini, to stir the pot, to breathe new life, to do something interesting. And there is some tension here because, as I explained with Mars and Gemini, there is not really this fear of failure. Gemini can be, while brilliant, can also be a little bit of a jokester, being ruled by Mercury. There is not this fear of falling on one's face. They're going to try it and learn from it. Whereas Virgo is very streamlined, very cultivated, and very polished, very concerned with being polished. They really, in truth, aren't always polished. But that is the goal. That is ultimately the goal. So there can be a little bit of tension between perfection and experimentation under this new moon. Notice where it's showing up in your life. And notice where we need to do something brave, Jupiter and Aries energy coming in, Mars squaring the new moon. Notice where we need to speak our mind, but we're going to try to do it in an artful way. Notice where we need to bring in something creative, maybe a new concept, a new aesthetic concept into the Virgo area of our life with what we are reorganizing. So that is a little bit about this Virgo new moon. I hope it energizes you and renews you in the most beautiful of ways. And for now, that was your astrology shot of the day, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. Foundations of Astrology relaunches on September 7th. You can find out more information about this 11-week course on my website, katherineurban.com. Also, you know where to find me on all platforms at Astro Catherine.